The Setup screen is where we can view and edit the Harvest Master system settings. When we open Setup, by default, we're on the Devices screen. Here we can upload settings, export settings, view the diagnostic screen, as well as select the option of our grain gauge to view in the hardware settings for our system. Upon opening the icon corresponding to our grain gauge, we see this menu. First is the Actuator Screen. This is the screen in which settings regarding timers for gate actuations of the grain gauge can be edited, and where adjustments to limit switch settings can be made. Next is the Calibration Screen. This menu will include all of the wizards for calibrating your Harvest Master system. The Info screen is where settings calculated automatically by the Harvest Master system are stored and can be viewed. The Sensor settings are the settings pertaining to the data collected by the Harvest Master system. Within this screen, we see weight, moisture, test weight, and level detect settings. System is a list of general settings for the Harvest Master system as a whole. The Factory Reset option can be ignored and should only be entered if directed to do so by a member of the Harvest Master team. The Firmware option simply displays the firmware that is stored on the modules of your Harvest Master system. Finally, the Moisture Curve screen allows you to create, view, and edit moisture curves. When using H2 grain gauges, moisture curves are combined with the volumetric chamber calibration. Be sure to remember that if ever a setting is changed, it is critical that you press the floppy disk icon to save the change. Now that we have covered the options under Devices, let's take a look at the other options at the bottom of the screen. The Preferences screen is where you, as the user, can specify your preferred units of measure and language. In the Traits screen, the note-taking traits can be set up. Lastly, under the About icon, the version of Mirus that you are running is listed, as well as the contact information for Harvest Master.